Went and saw a live sketch comedy show last night.
We need more,
do.
people, as I say, when I do my little speech, the audience, the world is starved of make-believe. There's a lot of people on the telly talking, and a lot of good stand-up around, a lot of good Netflix specials, but people love a bit of make-believe.
Bit of skit comedy, and it was Swag on the Beat, who I actually met at this very pub we're sitting in because, I run a comedy night here, and they would come in with one of their mums and watch the comedy.
Oh, how old?
And when I met them, I went, I know you guys. You're a Swag on the Beat. They're in their 20s.
Swag on the Beat. That's
they're
cool.
very funny. And then I appeared in a sketch with them playing a dad.
Oh, so you did what I did. You're an old guy up there. Yeah. Write your own part.
Anyway, because my kids really like them. And the audience, I've got to say, was hilarious. A lot of the audience look like them. They do these sketches where they do esche, esche bro.
No.
It's like Bogans, but the new Bogan.
Right.
So one of the guys, Isaac, does a very good esche. So he's got a mullet. He wears the bum bag, the tracksuit, esche bro. They hang around railway stations and stuff. They're like Bogans.
They're like Bogans, right? Are they like cashed up Bogans or?
Nah, more lower class, aggressive.
But it's a voice.
Yeah, esche bro. Yeah, and they do a dance. You can see. I thought he was making it up, but then I looked it up, and they're an actual thing.
Huh.
And they like rap music, and they do dancing to it. A very distinctive, a bit like the Sharpies from our generation.
Okay,
they're a bit like Sharpies.
Right.
They hang around train stations. They intimidate people.
Oh, good on them. So was it just their show?
Yeah, just these three guys. And at the Capitol Theatre, it was packed. They did 3 nights there.
So are they big on YouTube, or is it?
So you've got the kings of that are Arnie Donna.
Yeah.
So they're the next level down from Arnie Donna because Arnie Donna had Netflix.
Yeah, they've done very well.
Oh, they're great too.
Yeah.
So these guys, they're younger, they're newer, but they're very funny. You'd love them.
Oh, good.
Because it's interesting because I'm watching all because me and you worked on sketch shows.
That's where we
30
cut
years
our
ago.
teeth.
30 years, 25 years ago.
I know.
Like you were Comedy Company, and fast forward, I was Full Frontal, Jamone, the Eric Sketch Show, heaps of sketch shows back in the 90s. And these guys mention all the sketches because they grew up. They grew up with all.
So when you talk to them, they know what.
They know Poiter and Eric Banner's character that I used to work on with him, and
that's very gratifying.
They know all that stuff because they were school kids, and school kids and teenagers love sketches.
They do,
and we see a bit of it on telly, but most of it's on the internet now. Like Arnie Donna was just all on the internet.
Those guys who do the sports bet ads, they do the cricketers and the footballers and stuff. I don't know who they are, but they do a good job. The timing's good. The characters are good.
Yeah, right.
I get
know them.
I don't know. Oh, they're like comedy actors from around probably a generation after the ones you're talking about.
Yeah,
they do a really good job, and like I say, we need it.
Yeah, and it's funny because in the last episode you came up with an idea for a sketch.
Yes,
the top hats.
Oh yeah, Lincoln.
Yeah, when we were talking about Lincoln, you see a sign on them. The gents often have a man with a top hat.
Oh yeah.
And then you walk into the urinal, and there's all guys in top hats, which reminded me of a joke that I wrote, sketch that we wrote on Full Frontal, which they filmed. A guy comes out of the toilet, like a sort of a toilet in an office, and he goes, I wouldn't go in there. And the guy goes, he walks in and there's a gorilla with a baseball bat just whacking people.
Did you write that?
Yeah, pretty sure. I think I wrote it. I get very vague about.
Oh, I know.
Me and you wrote a sketch, or someone pointed out, but I think it was just your idea. Where there's a kid this is how long ago it was, at a time zone at a penny parlour arcade.
Oh, no, this is going to end badly.
No, and he's playing like a Daytona, so one of the car racing games.
Yeah.
And then a guy with a windscreen wiper thing runs up and goes...
that's not bad.
Yeah, and squeaks.
I thought a police one was going to come up next to him, awkwardly. But no, that's pretty good.
That was good. We wrote some good skits in our time. I still get sketch ideas.
I do too.
Yeah.
A blackout is as good a way to start a sketch show as you can. A quick sketch about this goes bang, blackout, done. Rather than
because you still remember them.
Yeah,
I remember a Smith and Jones one, which was the guy's mowing the back lawn, and he goes and he hits something. He's like, and he goes, found the turtle.
Yeah, my favourite is the guy turns up on the tandem. There's only a person on the front.
Oh yes, that was from the sketch show, the British show.
Yeah, and there's no one on the back, and he's looking forward. And he just turns around slightly and he goes, "Gee, it was windy coming across that bridge." What? But
It's
you're out
so
by then.
good.
It's good.
It's so funny.
All the young audience are probably going,
No.
get off
I
the
wrote
podcast.
some quick short ones for the McAuliffe show too. Remember his show on the ABC years ago, the McAuliffe program.
I love a short one.
And it had like a parking officer, riding in his pad, and the guy who owns the car comes running up and goes, "Oh no!" And then he rips off the sheet of paper and hands it to him. It's a drawing of his car.
See?
Classic.
And if you don't like it, it's over quickly.
Yeah. That's a good thing about skits, like this podcast.
This podcast, we like to stick to about half an hour.
Yeah.
Sometimes we run over. Sometimes, no, we never. Oh, let's track time anyway.
Yeah, here comes the music.
Welcome to Somehow Related Now. Please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Well, welcome to the podcast. Check out Swag on the Beat. Yeah, they're funny guys. Now, should we get to topics? Let's just get straight into it.
Let's go straight into it because we don't want to muck around.
No.
We're here to play. It's not really a game show, is it?
No, it's like a conversation, I suppose.
It's because we do work to an answer, so there is a, and I reckon we get it right about 60% of the time.
A little bit, yeah.
You're good. I'm
not that good.
No, yeah.
I mean, I've picked up a lot of trivia over the years, but I do love trivia. So
I'm good with an anecdote, not that much good with the facts, really. And some would say not that good with an anecdote. So. I don't know what I bring to this thing.
Yeah, so what's your great quote? It's a long drive to an average view.
Don't take a long drive to an average view, which means, of course, if you've got an average story, don't just get on with it and finish the story.
Shorten it.
I've said it to my friends, but,
no,
they won't listen.
No.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. What are the topics, Sam? We got two topics. Got to work out how they are actually related.
Satan and Darwin.
When was the last time you went to Darwin?
I thought you were going to say, when was the last time you thought about it? We shouldn't mess with Satan.
No, let's talk about Darwin.
Okay,
first.
let's talk about Darwin first. When was the last time I was in Darwin?
We
did a gig up there.
We did a show up there.
Yeah, and I hit a kangaroo.
That's right. That was in Catherine, though.
But we had to fly to Darwin, didn't we?
Yeah, we landed in Darwin.
And we all drove down on the highway. The speed limit was open speed limit?
Yeah, it was, or something really. And we stopped at that roadhouse.
But it's all right, though,
we had lunch. Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Selena came.
Yes.
And we had a holiday there. And
you hit a kangaroo.
No, well, yeah, but we were staying at a resort. Where were you staying, by the way?
Oh, in a motel, really. At Catherine, I think the accommodation is all pretty standard motels.
Yeah. I was staying at a resort because we were going to stay a few days.
Yeah.
And the resort was out of town. What I didn't know is that your car's not insured after dark. So if you go out back to your resort and you hit something, sorry, buddy, you're paying for it. So that trip cost me flights, accommodation, and I think $2,500 for the car.
Oh, it's terrible. That's right. I remember you hit the kangaroo and you kept driving, and then you got to the resort, and it was stuck under the car.
Underneath, and I was stuck there. It was dead, obviously.
And who did you get to help pull it out?
I wasn't manly enough to pull it out. So
I thought the chef helped.
That's what the chef did. I said, you know about meat and things.
He could have used that.
And I'm thinking maybe he might want to, it was fresh, so they could have had. I checked the menu the next day. The kangaroo wasn't on it, so we were pretty safe. But he was beautiful. He was stuck right in the grill, and his little face was sticking out. It was terrible.
Oh.
Human beings, we're so destructive.
So that wasn't the time, because I remember going there with Husey on a Nova trip. We did a man trip to Darwin,
right?
And we got all listeners, the 5 blokes, to come along with us, and they all had a different category. There was the ball-broken husband who hadn't been out for 12 years.
Oh, God.
There was a virgin. There was a recently arrived immigrant, this poor guy from India. He was nice. There was a party animal who we recruited on the day of. There was one other guy. But anyway, remember, we got to go to a strip club.
Oh, no.
So we went to a strip club. I've never been to strip clubs.
No.
I've only ever been them with one person. No, he speaks like this. And called the Honey Pot. I still remember it. And there was some ladies there working.
What's it like? I've never been.
Oh. Well, it's in Darwin. So there were some ladies working there called Salt and Pepper. They had like an act. They did Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get up there and you can be like MSG. You get involved, mate.
I don't want to alarm you.
Oh, no. Oh, is this because we're talking about a strip club in Darwin? Is that Sam at the door?
Hang on, let's pull the curtain back a bit.
It's like a hologram.
That's Sam.
What's she?
I'll let her in.
She looks like a cross between, as I've said before, a young Sandra Sally and Shelley Craft.
She won't like hearing that. Hang on, I'll just open the door.
All right.
Oh, hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
What's the...
What are you doing here?
Is there a problem?
You boys are talking about the wrong Darwin. You're supposed to be talking about the evolutionary theorist, not the Australian city.
Oh, well...
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
Anything else to say?
Yes, stop talking about strippers.
All right. Fair call. Fair call.
Did you? She was quite nice.
Yeah, but she's disappeared.
Quite attractive in a I would say
newsreadery.
Yeah, I mean, don't want to be patronising. Newsreadery, I'd say more postcards.
I could see her in Daylesford doing.
I think she's a Katrina Roundtree.
Yeah, a story on a licorice factory or something. Boutique licorice. Anyway, here we are. So, okay. Well, Darwin.
Okay, that makes it much more interesting.
Charles Darwin. Galapagos Islands.
Survival of the fittest. He never said that, by the way.
He came up with the...
I think someone... Yeah, it was. I think someone else who wrote subsequent books.
He came up with the evolutionary theory.
Which means that...
We came from the swamps. We came from the ocean.
No, meaning that if there was something about you that shortened your life, therefore, that's how we evolved, because you didn't survive if you didn't have the right bits.
Yeah.
Something coming out of the water up onto the land, that's part of evolution.
Yes.
So would that be in reference to...
Walking fish, Mexican walking fish?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Birds turning...
I've just
dinosaurs turning into birds.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that drawing that he did, and then, of course, the opposition to evolutionary was a creationist. Who believed that God
was the...
One of my brothers, Mark, went to hear a creationist speak at a church. One of his friends said, you got to come along. And he went along and heard it. And there's an evolutionary guy who turns up at every one of these guys' talks and argues with him. But he knows him. So it's like, so this guy gets up.
But he wants him to be there.
Well, I don't know, but he gets up and he goes, God created Earth in 8 days, blah, blah, blah. So hang on a minute. No. Barry down the back here. What about Darwin? And they have this argy-bargy, but apparently, that happens every time.
You know what I reckon? Stooge.
Oh, Stooge. Yeah.
Tony, what? Thursday night. You free? Oh, what? I've got to do the Darwin thing again? Yeah, it works. Because if I'm just going on, I've got to push back somehow. So if you could turn up, all right. Do I get a free meal or anything? Yeah, you get a counter meal.
Yeah. But, you get a bit of abuse from the church people.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about that. Just leave a bit early so you don't get caught in the car park with anybody. So what else?
Well, the Galapagos Islands. That's where he went and collected all the species and stuff. I only know this because I know a guy who went there with his dad. You can go there, and it's amazing, apparently.
So only his species were only from there. He used to have a regular thing where they would. Oh, that's right. It was called the Glutton Club.
Oh,
and they would eat a different type of animal every week. So one week they'd eat,
pig.
They probably go white. They probably go, let's try possum. Oh, and they go, I don't like possum. How about some pig? Pig, good.
Like at Melbourne Uni, I was in the chocolate club. Is that similar?
Very similar. Because you've gone, let's go Cadbury's.
Yeah. We got Lindt this week.
Let's go Lindt. No. So therefore, he probably went, the big ones, cow, and they go, yep, that's good.
And they do nose to hoof or whatever. They go eat the whole thing. They eat the whole thing, surely.
What is that saying?
Nose to hoof.
So it's his fault. The poor old sheep gets as my dad used to say, if you treated a dog like we treat sheep.
Sheep are tasty, though, I've got to say. I've never heard of the Glutton Club.
Oh, yeah. Well, and chickens, don't come back as a chicken. Haven't got much hope.
No.
The only thing was, if you were a chicken and you were lost, you could probably lay an egg and eat it.
I don't think you can.
We're lost. We're lost in the middle of the desert. We could have eggs again.
Yeah, eggs.
We had eggs last night. Yeah, but got a lot of protein.
So he went around the world. He collected species. He made a study. Then he came back and he must have written that book in England. And then he would have gone on a lecture tour.
Okay.
Oh, they always came back and went on a lecture tour. Must have been how they made money.
How though did he come to his?
We got Darwin speaking at the hall. You want to come on Thursday night? Darwin's talking.
Imagine if he. Oh, it's bad if he came to Darwin though.
Yeah.
Imagine the poster. Darwin in Darwin.
Darwin.
It's a top night.
I wonder if he was a good speaker or he was a bit boring.
What would you? Do you reckon he just went on? Did you reckon someone go on before him?
Oh, I did a bit of warm up.
Yeah, would it someone like you go on? Maybe do some
bit of stand up,
little bit of stand up, or
Or he had another junior scientist.
Oh,
before.
You go on. You go.
Now, before we have Darwin, we've got the bloke who invented the toilet. Here comes Jewel Flush, and he's like,
or it was the guy who owned the theatre. Yeah, okay. Apparently got some bloke who reckons he knows about, I don't know, survival, evolution stuff. I don't know. I've never heard of him. Anyway, give him a go.
I assume he had slides or some kind of visual, or maybe he had live specimens. It's a bit of a, when you, like the zoo comes to you, they have these things in the kinder.
The things you see at the museum in class.
Yeah, and they've got these guys in panel vans that drive around. They take live animals to kinders and schools. The zoo comes to you.
So that's cruel, isn't it? Poor old animals, just like a circus.
Yeah, they have a possum.
We went to the dinosaur exhibition the other day with a grandchild.
Oh, was that good?
It was all right.
Yeah.
I wanted a bit more animatronic.
Yeah.
I just didn't want. I wanted more than just going up and down. I want a bit of. I don't know. I wanted to see
something.
I want to see a kill.
Yeah.
So we could get.
Is this the one at Southland Shopping Centre?
Yeah. And it was cold, but
imagine if the dinosaurs came alive and then went through Southland. What if they get a boost juice?
Oh no, there's dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
How do you reckon they go getting across the Pearl Highway? Probably.
No, they probably get hit a few times.
Or they'd whack the cars with their tails.
Yeah.
So look, there's not much more we can say.
There must be did he have kids? He must have had kids. He must have believed in the own production of his own species.
Well, he would. That's why he probably made that part of his study.
Yeah.
He goes,
sorry.
What bits of me have been repeated on you? Big nose, big hands. Oh, Jesus, he's a bit bigger in the.
Yeah. What are the questions that people always question about why have all monkeys evolved? Why are they still monkeys? People always the creationists.
That's what they always. Yeah.
Why are they still monkeys? Because I think there were certain monkeys that evolved and ones that just stayed the same.
Yeah, aren't they? One.
Are we still evolving? Our bodies have changed since the Middle Ages. We've got taller.
Yep.
And other things have changed, like
because you had your shirt off the other day. I've noticed you growing a horn in the middle of your back. I don't know what that was all about. Maybe it was a sebaceous cyst or something.
Remember you did the thing about how the nose has changed with your sleep book.
Oh, that's very the breathe. Yeah. The nose. With Neanderthal, they had a huge nose, so they didn't have to breathe through the mouth, and they all had very good teeth because they had room in their mouth. But we've evolved to having all it's like an interbred dog. You leave these dogs and cats, they can't breathe properly because they're so interbred that they haven't evolved properly through the nostril area. They get a lot of eye and nose infections.
So my question to you, are we still evolving, Dr. Robbins?
Well, if you looked at you and I directly...
I'd say no.
I'd say, I think we're taking it backwards.
Yeah, going backwards. You're looking like...
Because there comes... You say, what's happened is...
Look like baboons.
We probably peaked about, I don't know, let's say in the era of Don Bradman. That was the peak.
Yeah, he was little, though. He wasn't even tall.
He was a very good batsman, though.
Wow.
Yeah, so let's just say we peaked then. And now we're just going to get worse. We'll start to walk around, dragging our knuckles. We'll start leaning forward. We'll probably
looking at phones, looking at computers.
Yeah.
We're going backwards.
We're going backwards.
We're going backwards, man.
We're not evolving. So we need to lift our game so we keep on moving forward. And so what we need to do is go out and criticise people for having bad posture.
Yeah.
And say, stand up straight.
I've got bad posture. All right, well, is that enough about Darwin? I think we've talked enough about Darwin.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Satan.
That's a bit scary.
You a fan of Satan's? What's his other name? Lucifer?
Oh, yeah. Because I know the firelighters are called little Lucifers.
Ah, they are too.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone copyrighted Satan and all that hell. There's a lot of hellish kind of stuff used in products. Isn't there any fire products?
So just take me through it. Satan's number one, yeah? He's like
God in heaven.
So God up, Satan down.
Yeah, he's the king. He's the CEO of hell.
So,
and he's a constant. So he's getting you bad people all the time coming down there. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because you'll burn in hell.
Yeah, because he had Hitler, Mussolini, Pol Pot, and then he's had all those serial killers, Ted Bundy.
They've all gone down there,
etc. They're all gone.
And we like to think that they're in hell.
We like to think they're in hell.
Yeah,
the bad people.
Right.
But there's also just average people like you and the You go down there and you're like...
What? Can you go down there? You go or you don't you?
Well, there's purgatory, which is between heaven and hell.
What's the point of purgatory?
I don't know. Is it a waiting room? I don't know. Yeah.
It's like we're still looking through your file.
Imagine if you went down there and you said, what am I doing here in hell? I thought I'd be upstairs. Oh.
Remember that time that
I'll show you a video.
And you go,
you ran over that dog. Oh, thank God. I thought it was the other video.
Yeah.
Well, I've got that one too.
Yeah.
With the neighbour. Here we go.
Remember that time you killed that mouse in a mouse trap? You killed an animal?
No, you're not going to hell for that.
What?
No, I think...
You're a Buddhist.
Yeah, true. But for us, going to hell, you have to have killed someone.
What are the 7 deadly sins?
Bash people.
What are they? What is it? Greed?
Gluttony.
Lust.
Gluttony.
Envy?
They're a bit weird, some of them.
Wrath.
Remember Seven, the movie?
Yes. He killed someone in the name of each of them.
Each of them. And they got the head in the box. Spoiler alert. It was Gwyneth's head. It was Gwyneth's head.
Whose head?
Gwyneth Paltrow's head in the box. It was her head.
They'd put her on one of those magic tables where she's sitting underneath the table. I
don't know if you saw that.
No. Did you... Well, you mean you didn't... So you didn't see Gwyneth...
Oh, you must have. I'm sure it was her head. Oh, someone will correct us.
Oh, no, you're probably right, because I don't remember. I remember it being a very good film. So what happens is we all go through. We're born pure. Then we are tempted by sin. And then we give in to sin, and we do some of the 7 evil sins.
Yeah.
Correct? And if you do too many of them, you're allowed to do some of them.
Gosh, what about gluttony? It's not that bad.
Well,
we just talked about the Glutton Club.
It's not that bad, really. Maybe that's
just overeating.
That's interesting.
I mean, we live. Unfortunately, we live in a society where you walk into a petrol station these days, and there's a lot of snack food available. So you can just be a glutton at your local servo.
So I get overwhelmed when I go through the supermarket. There's so many things to.
I assume that back in the day when the 7 deadly sins were written, gluttony was you'd have to have a lot of money or access to food.
I know what happened. There were 6.
Oh, there were 6.
Yeah.
And they needed a 7th.
Oh, someone turned up late.
Yeah.
And he was a bit overweight, and they said to him, and they all went, I know
gluttony.
Gluttony. Thanks for coming, Pete. You've added, we'll call it the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you can say about Satan. Oh, you know what? The Satan, it was big. I remember I looked this up once in the census. I looked up how many devil worshippers there were in Australia, and there was like 20,000 of them or something. And in America, there's a lot of people you can go to a Satan church and stuff and worship Satan.
That's kind of scary.
Remember, they always bring it up, satanic rituals. There's always satanic rituals. It's a thing that you say to like conservative people that sends them into a spin in the church. If you say, there were satanic rituals involved.
So if I'm a goth, what am I?
No, you're not. You don't necessarily believe in Satan.
What are they? They're very black and very...
Yeah, they wear black, but that's more about the music.
Oh, is it?
Into bands like The Cure and Sisters of Mercy and stuff. And sure, they hang around cemetery and dress in black.
I hate to say this, but what does he look like, Satan?
Well,
he's a man or is he a woman? He's a man.
I think he's a man. He's red. He's got red face.
Why? Because it's hot. Because it's hot down there.
Yeah, he's got horns. He's got a tail.
Oh, okay.
He's got a tail. He's got hoofs. Actually, he's half man, half.
Is he a goat?
Oh, he might be half a goat. In some pictures, he does have hoofs. In other pictures, he's got legs. So
he's not a horse. Is he?
Imagine
the reptilian. No, he's. Oh, yeah.
Imagine you know how we went to normal Church of England, boring church. Imagine saying to mum and dad when you're about 12. I might try the Satan church.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I reckon it'd be a bit better, a bit more interesting.
Lucky you didn't catch on, because if you were, because you know how they have Jesus up on the cross, like in a hospital sometimes they have.
Yeah.
Imagine if
Satan's up there.
Was up there with his tail hanging down, going, oh.
Imagine, we've got Catholic schools and Christians. Imagine the Satan school. Yeah, I'm going to Satan school. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah,
we'll do half an hour a day on Satan,
Yeah, and I have learnt not to,
judge.
Yeah,
he's misunderstood.
Yeah. And I've got to say, the flame comes in handy occasionally.
The subjects are good, we do. Oh, the subjects are great. We're doing smoking and drinking this week. Drug taking, crime. We learn how to do crime. Pretty good.
Did he have demons working for him?
Yeah. There's always demons chucking things in fires.
So you got Satan and the demons turn up. What are we doing today? Oh, we're going to mess up something. So they send the demons.
Stoke the fire over there. You got to welcome the newbies. And then torture them. I think they get tortured and stuff down there too.
Okay.
I don't think it's fun.
So the demons aren't walking amongst us, are they? Because people say, how is he going? Oh, he's got his demons. So is that different?
That's different, I think.
Okay.
I think it's different.
Because
Satan.
Yeah.
Well, she has some thinking music about Satan or Darwin.
About Darwin. We could have Darwin's restaurant where we eat.
They serve ducks from the Galapagos Islands.
There's no movies. Is there a famous movie about Satan? No.
Satan. Sure, there's a movie where Satan comes to live in the world.
I always like it when a character like that, I'll call him a character. He's a cheeky fella.
Yeah.
He does something mundane.
Oh, okay.
Like applying for citizenship or going for his
Going to
Bunnings or going for his license or something.
Yeah.
So imagine that's it. See, that's a good sketch.
Because he'd need a break down there in hell. He'd have to go and get something to eat or have a coffee, piping hot.
How about how about
where can he be?
Ordering
fish and chips.
Yes.
So I've got a fish and chip shop in Purgatory.
Purgatory.
So
what's it called?
Purgatory's Purgatory Fish and Chip Shop. It'd be good if we came up with a pun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Purg and Bergs.
Purg and Bergs.
The Purg Bergs.
Yeah.
The Purgatory Purgatory.
So you'll be
the Purgatory Burgatory. That's what it is.
And Satan's up from hell.
Yeah.
He's up in
Purgatory. He's ordering.
Wandering around, and he gets a bit hungry, and he goes in and orders fish and chips.
Okay. Let's do it. Here we go. Hello there, sir. Welcome to the Purgatory Burgatory. We also sell fish and chips. Anything you like, scallops.
Yeah. G'day. So where can I just lean my tail? Hang on, I'll just put it over there.
Well, don't put it on the stool.
Yeah, sorry, I just burnt the menu with my hot breath. Oh, yes, here we go. So,
what would you like? What
can I get some...
hang on, your name for the order.
Oh, Satan. Do you know?
I'm honoured that you're in my establishment.
Well, nice to be. You want to do a selfie or something?
Yeah, sure. Oh, God, you're hot. Bloody hell. My hands are melting. Anyway, all right.
Okay, so, I wouldn't want some...
what would you like?
I'd like some fish. Are the fish live when you pop them in the oil?
No. Would you like that?
Yeah, can you get like a live fish dropped in the oil? How hot's the oil? Is it like bubbling, boiling?
Yeah,
boiling.
Yeah.
Like if I was to push you in there, how long would you last?
Yeah, not very long, but I'm cooking your fish and chips. Don't push me in there.
All right, no worries. I'll have some chips.
Yep.
Yep, I'll have
minimum chips.
What's maximum chips?
Oh, it's a truckload.
Okay, and I'll have I can't read this word. I'll have a dim sim.
Dim sim, yes. Oh, they're good for hell.
Is that what is it made from? Or what is it made of?
Oh, who knows?
Yeah,
bit of cabbage, bit of pork.
Oh, pork. Will the pork be? Is it alive when you put it in there? So it's all wrapped up in a little bit of
your pastry.
Oh, rightio. Yeah. Tell me. So that's maximum chips. One dim sim. One piece of fish.
Alive.
Can I just ask a question? I don't mean to be rude, but I've heard that he comes in here.
Oh God.
Does he come in here?
Yeah. He often comes in with his son Jesus. Yeah. To be honest, he's a bit of a tight ass. Because, I mean, he's feeding all of heaven. When he walks into the Purgatory Burgatory, I'm thinking, wow, this is going to be good. Make some coin here. But he often just orders one piece of fish and then Jesus and a bottle of water. Jesus distributes the fish to the thousands of people and then turns the water into wine.
Yeah.
And everyone gets drunk up there and eats my fish.
Yeah.
He's only getting one bit of flake. Tight ass.
Yeah, well, I'm not like that.
No, you're getting maximum chips.
I'm getting maximum chips, yeah.
All right, well, I'll just cook that up. I'll just cook it up in my sizzling oil. Do you want to put your towel in?
Just warm it up a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I've got a couple of cappuccinos that actually, can you just put your towel in these cappuccinos? I wanted them piping hot. Can you do that for me?
And put one in there. There you go. And put one in my towel in there. There you go.
Tail's very handy.
It comes in very handy, especially on a cold night. I'm sorry, I've changed my voice. Yeah, it comes in very handy. You got a bit excited around the fish and chips. Listen.
I'll just wrap that up for you.
No, before you wrap it up.
Order for Satan.
Yeah, I'm Satan.
Yeah.
I'm Satan. Can you just throw in something a little bit extra for just a Chico roll?
Oh, yeah. Who's after the Chico roll in hell?
That's for Hitler. He's down there, and a lot of people don't know this, but he loves Chico roll.
Right, okay. No.
Yeah.
I'll chuck in a potato cake for Mussolini too.
Yeah, hey, hand me those 2 dim sims over there.
Yeah.
I'll put those in my hand like that, and then I'll put a Chico roll on top of it. That's a Satan joke. You can have that. Let's see what it looks like.
God, no longer you belong down there. Thanks, Satan. Thanks for coming to the purgatory.
Oh, these chips are hot. That's good.
There we go. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Now, you have a guess. I'll have a guess. Satan and Darwin. I reckon Darwin had Satan in his evolutionary theory in an early draft and then got rid of him and said, no, Satan does not exist.
That's pretty good, actually.
No.
I'm going to say, so what is Darwin? He's a evolutionist.
He's an evolutionary.
But I still believe that Satan played a part. He thinks that Satan still played a part.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So I wasn't listening. So I've got to get rid of the Satan voice.
I believe that Satan was in the original draft.
Yes. Okay, we'll both say the same.
According to a poll, more people living in the USA believe in Satan, literally hellfire and brimstone, than they do believe in Darwin's theory of evolution. 62% of the respondents believe in hell, while only 42% believe in the accepted scientific theory.
More.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Wow. Do we have people listening in the US? So they'd probably be quite offended by what we just did with Satan.
Yeah, but I mean,
or maybe they wouldn't be. Maybe they see him.
Maybe they like Satan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what? Believe in whatever you want to believe in, as long as you don't hurt anybody.
Yeah.
As long as if you're doing it behind closed doors, you're not hurting your family or anyone, If you want to believe in that stuff and good is coming out of it, believe away, I say.
Yeah.
But if you had to believe between God, who's...
And Satan. Well, Satan always sounds a bit more fun.
More fun?
A bit more fun. Bit of fun down there.
You know what it would be
Rock
interesting?
and roll.
You know, they used to have like lion parks.
Yeah.
You could drive through and pretend you're in Africa.
Back in Smash. Keep those windows up.
Be interesting if you could do like hell. You could just do a drive-through.
Yeah, just see what it's like.
Just drive through, so the car's protected from all the heat. Drive through, go, oh, look at the flames over there.
Yeah.
Oh, what are they doing to those people?
Oh, they got spit roast. Oh, it's a person. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, no, well, they deserved it. They did some good things.
No.
And then you could drive up to heaven and do a drive-through there.
Yes.
And then, angels would come, and that there'll be a sign, please don't feed the angels.
Yes. And stop with the purgatory. Jamone told me a good joke about heaven the other day. I'm trying to remember it. Oh. Okay, so Nicholas at Heaven's Gate. Yeah. Nicholas is there.
St.
Nicholas he's the one in charge of the Heaven's Gates. This group of people turn up, and Nicholas like, oh no. What are you guys? No. I know you blokes. You're a bunch of criminals. Like you're a criminal family.
Yeah, right.
I know. I know you guys. You're not. You should be down in hell. You're not coming to heaven. No. We've changed. Ring up God and ask him. So he rings up God and says, oh, there's the, the criminal family down here and they want to come into heaven. And God's like, oh, not those guys. No, we're not letting them in. No way. And Nicholas is like, all right, okay, I'll tell them. And so he turns around and then he goes, oh, no, he rings up God again. And he goes, God, about those criminals. He goes, I said they're not coming to heaven. He goes, no, they've stolen the gates. Something like that.
How did you mind it? But they're stolen gates.
They're just stolen gates. All right.